Hey guys, it's Will, Cap Sun, Scorp Moon, Pisces Rising, and that back there, that's the Gemini full moon. Say hi. I usually record my videos inside my car where it's like quiet and I can control the environment and the lighting and all of that good stuff a little bit somewhat. Oh, let me not get in the way. But something just told me to get out of the car. And let my friend Luna let my dear friend Luna be a guest star in one of my videos. I love it. And whoever the fuck that is over there is about to get fucked up. I've been doing crystal energy work all day today, which, I don't know. I just follow my intuition on stuff like this. Generally on the full moons anyway, I rock with my crystals. I meditate on the full moons. I mean, I meditate every day, but I meditate at night outside in some way, usually in my car. But I meditate with the full moon. I've been doing protection. I almost said spells, but no. I've been protecting myself before the full moon, and I'm gonna rest after the full moon like I always do. I'm very in tune with moon cycles, and I'm just in tune with a lot of things. I found observing nature and getting out of your own way and letting the universe work its magic, because it's so much bigger than us. Like, if you imagine an atom, which is mostly empty space anyway, but the biggest part of it is the center, and everything else is just revolving around it, and they're like, the pieces are so small, they're just basically not even there. We're those pieces, and the universe is the center, and we just have to stay in our own lane, move how we're supposed to, and follow our path, and things just tend to happen. I'm gonna try to keep this short though, because I'm outside. I live in Michigan, and right now, oh wow, thank you, synchronicities. It's 7:47 at this very moment. On my phone, that shows up as 1947. See, damn it, you can't see that. Oh wait. Okay, see. I'm an astrologer on the fly. That I'm able to look at precise placements and all of that on my wrist, and then just gotta love iPhones and Apple devices. I can travel forward and backward in time with my watch. Capricorn stuff. Anyway, disclaimer. Thank you so much, Carissa. What is your YouTube name? Flavored Vivid. Thank you so much, Flavored Vivid, for all the synchronicities, the validations, the confirmations, the clarifications, and all of the synchronicities. You're like one of those psychics that when I connect to you, crazy, magical, beautiful things just start happening in my immediate environment. And all of your readings just touch me in such a way. I think it's our... Shut the fuck up. You scared me. Anyway, yeah, I think Flavored Vivid, Carissa, I love you so much. You're so awesome. Yeah, it's probably the fact that we're both Cap Suns and Scorpio Moons. I don't know what your rising sign is, but whatever it is, I love it. I feel like it's Cancer, though, kinda. Or whatever, I don't know. I feel like I know it because in some strange way you remind me a lot of my grandma, who always has people or animals around. It's a thing. Probably Virgo. No, not Virgo. Taurus, maybe. Anyway, yeah, thank you, Carissa. Thank you, Flavored Vivid. Thank you, all the other psychics. Thank you. I've been watching psychics, all of this. Like, this is awesome. Look at that. Also, okay, we're back. So, quick astrology updates because I didn't, is that the light? No, that's the moon. Look at that. There's a whole funnel. Like, look at that magic. But, we're in the middle of the constellation of Scorpio, not Scorpio. Why do I always do that? Because I'm a Scorpio. We're in the constellation of Sagittarius right now. The sun is in Sagittarius. We're moving with the sun through Sagittarius, and this is like the epitome of Sagittarius time. The first 10 days have passed. This is day 2 going into day 3, and after the 20th we'll be moving into Capricorn. So this is just like Sagittarius, like Sagittarius time right now. All things Sagittarius, everything about Sagittarius, all the things you love and hate about Sagittarius, that's right now. But right now, that moon back there, that's a Gemini moon, full moon in Gemini. But I said all that about Sagittarius to say, because I found this out a couple weeks ago, the constellation of Sagittarius right now is also aligned with the center of the Milky Way galaxy, the galactic center. And that's a beautiful thing in and of itself, because the center is just where everything happens. The center is the calm eye of the hurricane, the tornado, whatever the storm is. You know, it's just that calm place, that place where you can see everything around you going on, but you don't have to really be a part of it. But at the end of the day, you know it's a part of life, and that's okay. But yeah, the galactic center, look it up. You know, I can't spend too much time explaining it. We're already going on 8 minutes, and my bones are cold. It's like 30 degrees right here, right now. But what I came to do for this video, because my last video was cut short, I still have all of my notes, and I'm gonna try to go through them real quick. I'm probably only going to do December. I'm gonna do all of December, and I have everything for January 2, but January the 2nd, because anyway, I have all my notes for January as well, también. But depending on how long this video runs and how cold I get, it may be a 1 and 2 type thing. But just look at that moon though. Oh my God, like, I feel so powerful. Thank you, everything, everyone, every trial, tribulation, circumstance, scratch on the knee, pain in the butt. Thank you, every lesson that was learned and had to be learned, and then I'm still learning, and all the things that I gained, savored, took for granted or not, and now letting go of. Thank you to everything. Just thank you, because thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. But yeah, okay, so as far as the planet Earth is concerned, and I just want to get into this quick 1, 2, 3 and done type thing. The way I look at astrology, just these three placements in particular: your rising sign, your midheaven, and your descendant sign. I like to consider those 3 placements, if we're gonna go like on an ascension scale, like a up and down vertical scale, and each of those 3 placements is a step on that ladder. Your rising sign is the planet Earth, or your earth sign. Your sun sign could also be considered your earth sign, but that's a whole nother story. But as far as the placements go, your ascendant sign or your rising sign, that's Earth. That's you on Earth. That's your whole world. Your midheaven, your medium Kali, is the heaven of your life, of your natal chart, of your being. That's the sign that you are at your best. The sign, it rules. It's the sign of the 10th house, which rules over status, reputation, accomplishments, and career. So it's who you want to be perceived as when you go out in the world. Like, your rising sign is who you are perceived as. Your midheaven is who you want to be perceived as. It's the reputation that you want to have. Your descendant, though, that's the hell of your life. That's the dark place. That's the struggles, the trials, tribulations, like the hard lessons that you really have to learn. The person that you turn into when you're down in the dumps, when you're at rock bottom and stuff like that. Like, so a quick for me, and it's funny because my descendant and my midheaven, my 10th house, are only 3 houses apart, which gives them a trine energy. No, not a trine energy. 1, 2, 3. A sextile energy. Because in the same sign, it's a conjunction energy. 1 sign apart is a quincunx. 2 signs apart is a trine. 3 signs apart is a sextile. 4 signs apart is a square. 6 signs apart. I'm sorry, 5 signs apart. That's something in and of itself. That's something people don't really look at. But 6 signs apart is an opposition. So there you go. But yeah, so for me personally, I have a Pisces rising. I come off like a Pisces. I look like a Pisces. I attract Pisces people, and I walk into Pisces situations. Take that how you will. My descendant, being that I'm a Pisces, and your descendant is the opposite of your ascendant, is Virgo. So at my just me being me, I'm a Pisces. At my worst, I can be a Virgo, but at the same time, I was a Virgo in my past life. I had to learn Virgo lessons. I'm really good at Virgo stuff. Yeah. And then my midheaven is in Sagittarius, which is like awesome. Everything is awesome because this is Sagittarius season, and Sagittarius comes before Capricorn, which is what I'm built like, what I'm made of, and the person I'll be before I die. And I have a Capricorn stellium, so a lot of that stuff is still pending, but it's always in this time of year that I get the most growth in those areas, or for those areas, to prepare for those areas, whatever. But yeah, so at my best, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm outgoing, I'm explorative, I'm wise and philosophical, and just happy and joyful and abundant and just always on the move. Good stuff. Now for the planet Earth, because I'm getting chilly now, I'll probably give it, this is probably, something told me this is going to be a 20-minute video. Whatever. Awesome. So the planet Earth has a Leo ascendant, which gives it a Aquarius descendant. Remember, ascendant is Earth, it's where you at now. Descendant is hell, where you were in the past, where you get to at your rock bottom, who you were in a past life. At this very moment, or I'm sorry, all of these placements were as of December 2nd, 2019. I didn't take down a time. But yeah, Leo ascendant for Earth with Mars in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio, the Sun in Sagittarius, let's see, Jupiter, Venus, the South Node, and nodes that's a whole nother thing. I can't get into it right now. Well, actually, I'll just give you a quick. Nodes are basically lessons. It's like an emotional, like, best worst. Nodes are also described as the shadow side of the moon. Like, wherever the moon is, it casts a shadow. The front shadow is your north node. The back shadow is the south node. It's also Rahu and Ketu. That's Indian and Vedic astrology, where Rahu and Ketu together are the dragon of destruction, but they were split in half by the neck. Rahu is the head, Ketu is the tail, like in the Bible, be the head and not the tail. So Jupiter in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, the South Node in Capricorn, and Saturn in Capricorn. That's awesome. So even though be the head and not the tail is picking up speed and catching up. And, you know, sometimes the train has to leave from the caboose, whatever. There's an Aquarius descendant. We already talked about that. That's hell. That's the age. So if Earth and just to relate that to the planet, if Earth has a Leo ascendant, which means that's the actual Earth, and hell is Aquarius, we'll call hell everything outside of Earth. We'll call that outer space. So outer space right now is Aquarius, which is also just some time that we had to go through in the past, or lessons that we had to learn to be more humanitarian and sharing and caring and for the people and all that good stuff. Fortune in Aries, fortune. Now, I know some things about fortune and I looked it up, but I also know a lot of Aries people in my life that I deal with regularly, so I can say that fortune is like an energy of like who has to do the most work or who is going through it the worst at this very moment, that energy, but who also has the most to gain from doing this work, even though it's really hard right now. There's also, wow, how does that happen? So the Earth has a Leo ascendant and also a Leo midheaven. So the Earth right now is in a great time and place in space. This is a great energy. It feels like heaven on earth for some placements and hell on earth for others. Yeah, this basically the sun is shining really heavily in some places and nowhere in other places. Cancer North Node. So emotionally, everything is really big, but at the same time, it's under the surface. Everything is connected. Everything is always connected. Everything is like emotionally in tune. This video is gonna emotionally do some things to you. Because there's a full Gemini moon right there. And the moon is in Pisces. So the moon is magical. The moon is bringing you love and compassion and understanding and intuition and magic. And it's just like everywhere all at once, even if it's nowhere, even if you can't see it, there's no escape from it. Now with the Leo being the ascendant, being the 1st and the 10th at the same time, crazy stuff. It almost seems like it's the 10th, but it's not. So I took down some notes on like important house placements, and I didn't take down all of them obviously, but here's just what I have. So everything is kind of cuspy right now. I got that download to say when I was taking notes for this video. Everything's like really cuspy. Like on this on December 2nd, 12219, everything is like forward cuspy, like not forward cuspy, like backward cuspy, like it's in this sign but it's kind of stuck in the past, like it's still like dragging, like it's not moving forward as quickly as it could because it's like in the early baby stages of what's going on in the air. But Leo's in the 1st house, but it's like a Cancer Leo energy, and I had said this to somebody, like everything, it seems like it's fire energy, but it's like an emotionally fiery energy. Like everything is just like kind of like I'm a Capricorn, so emotions are like for me, but everything is just like soft and feely and like emotional, like So we have a Cancer energy Leo. We have a Leo energy with a twang of Cancer for the 1st house. For the 10th house, We have Aries with a twang of Pisces. We already kind of got into that earlier, so just take that how you will. I'm really cold right now. I'm about to, I'm almost done. Thank you, Jesus. For the 7th house, relations. Okay, so first house. So for the first house of being, of self, of expression, of just right here, right now, what's right here in front of you. Not right here in front of you. What is you? That's Leo. For that times 10 at its best, at its highest, that's Aries. 7th house for relationships, for working, for communication, for building relationships, person to person, interpersonal relationships. Aquarius, great stuff. So that's like humanitarian relationships, give and take, very open lines of communication, everything on the table, detached kind of emotion, like the emotions are there, but you're not like stuck in the emotions. You can talk to people. Everything is kind of going forward as far as like your relationships with people. Work brings you good stuff, give and take, reciprocity, blessings, pay it forward, pay it back, all that good stuff. For the 4th house, home, emotions, like, let's see, home, emotions, relationships, like siblings, family members, the mother, Libra with a twang of Virgo. Everything is coming into balance. Everything is either fair or it's not fair. There's decisions needing to be made at this time, all that good stuff. And work through it. That's the Virgo twang. Work through it. There's a lot of communication needing to be going on. There's a lot that needs to be done. It's the end of the year. We only have a couple weeks left. Get this stuff done. Bring everything into balance. 12th house, which is the North Node. That's all this emotional energy, and that's why it's hitting me so hard. I didn't even take the time to really think about it. I had a lot going on and a lot of stuff still to do when I took these notes, but where the height of emotions is in Cancer, that's all subconscious. That's all stuff from your past, from your childhood. Everything that went, anything attached to that is like extremely illuminated by the moon, by your emotions. It's very felt. It's coming to the surface. Everything just seems like intensely emotional inside of you right now because it's all like coming from the depths of your soul and you don't know what to do with it. But 6th house, work, Leo energy, where you will find the best results in your life from doing this type of work, where you will shine doing this type of work, Capricorn, doing this type of work. If you do the work doing the Cancer stuff, getting through all of the emotions, getting through the past, getting through the repressed emotions, the suppressed emotions, all of the negative stuff, the negative patterns, if you start working, if you finish working through that now, because it's the end of the year and most of us have been doing it all year, if you continue working through it because it's Capricorn and it don't stop until the work is done, if you take the first step, if you haven't started yet, and just let go of the fear and anxiety, because that's Capricorn stuff, come out of your shell, take a risk, have some faith and leap, and all of this, everything is going to work out. This Gemini full moon behind me is bringing things. This is the last full, everybody's been saying this, and I have to say it too because it's just amazing. This is the last full moon of the month. This is the last full moon of the year. This is the last full moon of the decade. This is the last time where everything is coming up for you to see it and deal with it and do it before this new moon in Capricorn. Oh, download. If you want to start following the moon cycles, like a lot of people do, I do, a lot of psychics and spirituals and astrologers do, and it's just beneficial for all types of life, for anybody. Like, you know, when you were in school and you had to learn certain things, and you were like, when am I ever going to use this in life? Here's something that I can teach you that you will use every day if you really like apply it and understand it. Every time there's a full moon or a new moon, it's in one sign specifically. And there are a lot of ways to figure out what sign that's in, but the best way that I've learned to do it is it's a two-step thing, and it takes knowing where the moon is right now to get on track. And once you're on track, it's easy to stay on track. So first step in the three-step process, that back there is a full moon in Gemini. After this, it will be a waning moon in Cancer. So that's step two. So step one, identify what stage and what sign the moon is in. That's step one. Step two, go to the next sign, and that will give you your waxing phase, your dying moon, your letting go, your releasing moon. Stage, processes, energies, meditations, spells, incantations, whatever, however you choose to use it. Step three, jump to the opposite of the waxing moon, and that will give you the full moon that's coming next. So right now we have a Gemini moon. The next sign is Cancer. The sign across from Cancer is Capricorn. The new moon is going to be in Capricorn, and the full moon is going to be in Capricorn. Then after that, it'll be an Aquarius waxing moon and a Leo new moon. See you guys later. It's really cold. My bones hurt. I have to warm up. Namaste. I love you. Take care. And happy end of the decade. If I don't see you by New Year's, which I will. But even if I don't, happy New Year's Eve, happy New Year's, and welcome to 2020. I love you. Bye. Not bye. See you soon.